Hello, everyone. ah, Sorry, my voice is a little rough, apparently, for some reason. But yeah, hello, everyone. Welcome back to more Ancient Kingdoms 3. I actually almost streamed because I was like, yeah, why not? I set up the stream and everything, and I decided, nah, I'm not gonna actually stream this one. I think I'll save the possibility for streaming for later, since I have some stuff going on today, which I forgot about until just moments ago. Thank you, Kat, once again. But yeah. So, last time, if you recall, we went through and did a bunch of stuff. We've got a lot of new buildings and stuff from the last pre-record. We've got our builders up to level 3, etc. But also, after the last episode, I went on an exploration trip, which was thousands of blocks away. It was ridiculous. And I'll even show you. Let me just go to my waystone over here. It's over here. I forgot how big our place has gotten. So if I go to Epic Cave, 2,480 blocks away, we end up here. And here is Dripstone. So yeah, I did end up having to use a command to actually make it so that I could freaking find this thing. Because it was so ridiculously far away. And also, freaking, I chose a great time to start recording, right when the sun decides to get in my way. You'll notice that things aren't lit up around here, and that's because I was wearing my night vision goggles when I was here last. And partly the reason for that is because somewhere in here, I don't know the exact location, there is a deep dark. In fact, you can see the skulk right there. I believe you can. I think it's a little hard for me to see with the sun where it is. And while night vision doesn't completely negate the darkness effect from the warden, it does help a lot. And so I put on my night vision goggles, which are, I think, still back in the system. Yeah, these things. Night vision goggles. That's the word, to see in the dark slightly. I mean, it just gives you night vision. I do this, I do that. Boom, we have night vision. And, yeah, you can see how impressive this cave is now that I have the goggles on. But as goes, because everything was lit up, I couldn't actually see where things were dark and where things weren't. And so I was just running around the cave without even thinking about the darkness. So, needless to say, I didn't light up a lot of the world around me while I was down here. But I did pick up the dripstone. You know, I mean, there's plenty around here. This is a pretty impressive cave, I won't lie. Like, it looks awesome. Eldritch Blast. So yeah, very impressive cave. It's underneath like a giant mountain that is just completely like ice and everything. So it's actually really cool. But again, there's also a deep dark. I don't think there's an ancient city. Doesn't look like it. I mean, there's whatever this is, but that's not an ancient city. So lots of deep darks, not a lot of ancient cities so far. But yeah, Dripstone Cave, a little bit of a deep dark over there. You know, absolutely bonkers, gigantic cave here. And, you know, fun. Lol. Ooh, grave dust. Cool. There's a geode over there that is one of those slime geodes. Of course, you know, you can see the deep dark all over the place over there. I actually did have a run-in with the warden itself. I came down here and ended up right in the deep dark. And ended up having to, you know, kind of wander carefully, and I actually got away from the warden, much to my surprise. It was actually really fun. If I had known that it was going to be so, like, intense, I would have been recording, but I just was like, I just want the dripstone. Like, I don't care. So I did a locate biome. I came to the dripstone, and yeah. Oh, it's a backpack. I thought this skeleton was hunched over. But no, it's just a backpack. Nice. Some Endy Pearls. Not that I really need them. I mean, I do need them, but like, in the way that, like, you know, I have a way to get them regularly without killing Endermen, so it's like I don't need to kill the Endermen. So, but yeah, I mean, it's an awesome cave, and I'd love to explore more of it. In fact, there's more deep dark down there. But at the same time, I mean, I just came here for the dripstone. So, Sorry, freaking something crawling on me. You know, one of the many bugs that's here in the freaking house. Our miner has been going pretty ham at freaking mining, though. Like, look at this. Like, she's gotten to the point now where she's actually coming down here and, you know, mining out stuff instead of just digging further down. And she's explored like a lot down here. You know, I mean, look at this. And this is kind of the style that I was trying to emulate in my vanilla playthroughs. Was like the way that they do the mining here. So 22 nodes. I believe the nodes are the amount of like rooms. So it's like she's now got 22 of these rooms or something. I don't know. All I know is that every other level says 0 nodes, but there's also no, you know, mining paths or anything. So just climbing the ladder faster. That's all. Because it's super dang slow. Oh yeah. Night vision. See, this is what I mean. Like, freaking, when I have night vision, I forget that it is dark at all. And this is what I do. So another thing is I did a little bit of trading with our Grave Guardian dude. And I got this lost tablet. Seems to depict a distant place. Now, this place is a jungle pyramid at 4768 by 544. However, I also have another one that is a Shire colony from Mine Colonies. That is at negative 8,640 by negative 992. Actually, this, I must have just gotten this, like, moments ago. Oh, yeah, so it seemed to show a distant place. How about that? Because I didn't have that before. So, but yeah, so what I did for the dripstone is I came down here and I did a little bit of reworking. I want to make all of this stone brick eventually. But I did a little bit of reworking. I've got the dripstone right here. You know, kind of directly in front of the altar here. And then if I come up here, I mean, you saw it before, but, you know, this is it. You know, I'm making the mud into clay. Small little minor issue with making mud in this pack. You know, you can do it with water bottles, which is tedious and slow, or you can do it with Create in the mixer. So, you know, I went and, you know, got a mixer, you know, no big deal, yada yada. Also, I don't actually have mud in the system anywhere, so let me just put that away, since we've got plenty of clay now. So, you know, I've got the mixer, I've got water coming out of my infinite water pool here that's powering this, and it's going into the basin, which is the mixer and everything. And so I decide, I want to make some mud. So I'm going to throw dirt in. If I throw 1 in, good, mud. If I throw 2 in, good. And it makes, mud eventually. If I throw 3 or more in, oh, hey, it actually worked fine. Last time I did this, it made slabs. Maybe it's because I'm throwing them one at a time. Maybe it's because it, started. I bet you it's because I started the recipe with 1. Well, that's nice to know. Well, once this finishes, I'll show you what I mean. By throwing all 3 in. But that's good to know. Here I'm trying to show you an issue I have with the pack that I had with the pack, and I managed to work around it apparently. But that's actually really nice to know that if I throw 1 in, then I can throw the rest of the stack in. Let's see, if I throw 3 dirt directly, yep, there it is, dirt slabs. So I threw an entire stack in to make, a stack of mud, and I came back to a bunch of dirt slabs. And I was like, what the frick? But now I know that I can throw 1 in and then throw the rest of the stack in, which is nice because I was sitting here very painfully throwing 1 at a time. It was annoying. No, I don't have to do that. That's cool. Figures that I would figure out how to fix it by talking, trying to show it off to other people. Show off the glitch. But yeah, we now have clay. We now have easy clay, which means we now also have easy brick. Brick. Which I don't believe I have the brick block anywhere in my system. No, I just have terracotta. Okay. So I'll just put that there. And now any brick blocks I get will go into the system instead of ending up in here, like everything always does. So, another neat thing is, I don't think this was finished in the last episode, so I'll come over here and actually show it off. But I did get the farm. I've got a nice level 2 farm over here, which means they can do 2 fields over here, which I will upgrade to at some point. However, I got frustrated because the edge of the colony was this chunk here. The edge of the colony was here. And I was like, I need to put down a guardhouse or something here in the corner, but I can't do that with only half of a colony. Well, as it turns out, as you can see there, upgrading this guardhouse that was over here to level 2 increased the chunk radius that it claims, and thus I can now go all the way out to here, which means that I can build a corner structure. Let's see. Corner. Right. That's not the corner that I'm looking for. Railroad. Oh, decorations. Miscellaneous. Here we go. And there's plenty of corners to pick from. I believe this is one of the chunk and a half corners. Let's see. Yes. Yep, it comes right to here. So this is a really good one to build, because it is a chunk and a half. And so it fills up, you know, this much space. And I think it looks nice right here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and build the fountain here. As you can tell, it is a bit massive. So it's going to take a lot of freaking blocks. It's actually going to need leaves, it looks like. Leaves, grass, dandelions, poppies, oak fences. It's going to need a lot of stuff. The decoration block is right here. And so that'll tell me what I actually need. And this is what it needs. That's right, because it's a decoration. It also does this. I need 3 poppy, 27 chiseled stone brick, 2 dark oak doors, a lantern, 285 stone brick stairs, 4 racks, 15 framed paper with dark oak plank, 15 dandelion, 16 coarse dirt. I already see something we don't have, which is sea lanterns. 19 oak slab, 12 black wool, 44 dark oak log, 1 oak plank, 26 white wool, 39 oak ladders. Told you this was going to need a lot of freaking materials. 45 rails, 2 cracked stone brick. Yuck. 7 light blue stained glass panes, 2 colony flags. 46 stone brick wall. 1,475 stone brick. 6 oak trap door. 56 grass. 28 oak log. Woo! There's 5 oak fence, 99 iron bars, and 19 green wool. Woo-hoo! That's a lot. That's a lot. Good grief, that's a lot. That's gonna cost us a good bit. So yeah. And since this isn't going to get completed for a long while, going to replace all of the construction stuff with some cobblestone wall. So that once again, mobs cannot get into the fortress. Unless they spawn inside, of course. But that hopefully shouldn't happen. Unless they're freaking pillagers, which I have seen spawn inside the colony. So we need sea lanterns. And that's prismarine crystals. Ah, okay. Cool. I knew that you could bulk haunt to make prismarine. I just wasn't sure if it could make crystals. So, Cool. It does mean that I need to, you know, make some bulk haunting. It does mean that I need to make a soul fire. Soul campfire. And an encased fan. Which of course is the propeller. Good thing I just made a bunch of those earlier. The freaking iron plates, I mean. I'm going to need 3 gearboxes. I'm just making a bunch of cogs. That's all. And then we'll just grab a little bit of cobblestone and a slab. And we'll come over here. Oh, I need to actually dig out a spot for it, so I could have gotten my cobblestone just from this. But since this is the last section we need of this, it shouldn't be a big deal to just kind of leave it. Oop, I already have the wrench. Vertical, vertical. Fan. Soul campfire. Though I suppose I don't necessarily need the slab here. But I do it anyway. I really only need the slab for the water and the lava. Depot. Make us a depot that we can put here. And there we go. We now have all 4 things. So now we can make some, or now we can take some lapis. And I don't think you can bulk haunt it in like block form. I think it's only in normal form. Yeah, it's just the standard lapis. So, also you can make glow ink sacks, which, speaking of glow ink sacks, I did encounter some glow squids down in that in the epic cave, if you will. Ouch. So I ended up getting some glow ink sacks out of that. Ouch, yet again. So that was nice. I got 3 crystals. I also didn't get 64 items back, which is really annoying. But yeah, you need 5 to make like 1 lantern, if I remember right. So I mean, yeah. So I mean, getting freaking sea lanterns themselves would be far better than what I'm doing here. Oh, sirens drop prismarine too. Cool. Also, like, everything drops heads for some reason. There must be a special condition for it that JEI doesn't actually show, because that doesn't actually happen. But you dropped your food bowl. Oh, I'm gonna need to buy cat food next time I go shopping. Alright. With that said, I guess we should hit up an ocean monument. I'm just a little worried about whether or not we can survive. I say that having us survive a bunch of stuff. I did find out on my way to the south, as you can see, this is where the freaking cavern was somewhere down here. There's also a big structure here. But, oh hey, there's a village over there too. Look at this place though. Like, this is where I found the cave. So, but anyway, that aside, there's an ancient, not ancient, but a sunken city over here, which I thought was really neat. I don't know anything about it. I just know that as I went past it, it was like, you found a sunken city. And I was like, oh boy. It's something from Cataclysm, but right here is an ocean monument. So I figure we could make our way over there. Obviously, you know, the biggest issue being that, freaking, oh, stone bricks. I need more stone bricks. That makes sense. The biggest issue obviously being, that I don't know how well we'll survive over there. Also, I do have respiration. But unless, I guess we need water breathing. Okay, we're gonna need some water breathing. A water potion plus a Wilden spike, just directly. Huh. Interesting. Water bottle, nothing special, and then Wilden spike. Otherwise, you need the puffer fish, and then the awkward potion. Interesting. I didn't even know that. You can also use the Iron Spells and Spellbooks Alchemist Cauldron. Poor quality energy drink from a poison potion. That's interesting. There's a thread that is this one. Yeah. It's actual respiration. Thread of the depths. Okay. Yeah, I can just we'll just make that. That's easy enough. I can move magic capacity to a 2-thread. Nope, it won't let me do that right away. So we need 2 water essence. a pufferfish, and 3.
That piece of wood is very jank. Can barely get the door open. It keeps like pressing up against the floor.
And then we need the thread, which we need mage fiber and gold nuggies. Boink. Yay, thread of the depths. So if I take this off, I can put that on and then put that on. And our Sorcerer's Wrap has magic capacity 2 and depths 3. It's a good thing that I don't have Depth Strider, because this is already going to act like Depth Strider 3. But yay, now we can breathe underwater, basically. If I put Depth Strider, if I put it in the 2 slot, it would have just acted like further respiration, which would be fine. Actually, speaking of that, now that I have that, I don't need respiration. Ay, ay, ay. Oh. Heck. That's a Wilden den. Didn't even know this was here. Plenty of mud. If I had known this was here, I would have grabbed the mud from here back when I needed it. I don't know where the Wilden are. So I'm kind of surprised that they aren't here. Frostwave, gunpowder, string, arcane essence, sweeping edge 4, black lotus, smite 5. I don't need that, but I will take the bucket. I mean, it is a Wilden den. There's just no Wilden here for some reason. Maybe it's not, like, dark enough? Because of all the glowberries? Quite possible. Like, because now that's the only spot that's actually dark enough over there. Oop. Here's me trying to darken everything up and then turning around and lighting it up. I'll grab my night vision goggles, because I don't need the villager hat at the moment. I mean, a Wilden den means Wilden, and that's honestly a good thing from a certain point of view. Cool, if I break these... Whoops. Didn't mean to completely break that one. Though I suppose if I completely break everything, that would probably be better in a way. Where did I see that? Oh, it's up there. I wonder if my interact spell can open a chest from a distance. Nope. Well, yeah, I am on interact. Nope. It thinks I'm trying to break it, apparently. Alright. Give me some cobblestone. Now we can get into here. Tablet of Scrying. Oh yeah, that's the thing that lets me see like netherite, or I could even use it to find like diamonds and stuff. That's Skyroot. I have that one. Right? That's the one we have growing, I think. Yeah. Alright, well, that made it dark enough that Wilden can spawn in here now. It's pretty far from my base, so I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about like the Wilden attacking my colony all of a sudden now that they can spawn. But yeah, I mean, Wilden are necessary if we ever want to fight the Wilden Chimera. So, and I mean, we've got to fight the Wilden Chimera if we ever want the tier 3 spellbook, so. Kind of light up the area around in a hope that it will help like prevent Wilden from spawning outside of the den. And then if they can only spawn inside of the den, then they are controlled. And it's fine.
Okay. I will. I have to do something about that.
Whee! Silence! Ah, frick. I'm gonna get pulled over. There's just nothing I can do now. That's alright. They're not particularly difficult. I don't know that either of them dropped anything. Oh wait. Right, I was shooting them with Eldritch Blast, so, you know, I have the pickup rune. I'm like, I didn't see any drops off of them. Yeah, because you freaking picked them up, you dummy.
That whole thing off and cut that knot bigger or take some off the bottom.
Does appear to be an ocean monument down here, too.
Well, given the choice, I'd rather only have to saw halfway across that widen that knot all the way across.
I mean, it looks broken, but the mini-map shows it as being full.
Now 43 inches wide. I'd rather cut an inch and a half across that knot than to have to saw across 3 inches to get across the bottom.
Alright. The fact that there's no sound down here is kind of unnerving. If I can be honest. I think it has something to do with one of the ambience mods. They like to make things more, I don't know that I would say realistic, but, you know. Wow, look at that. Whee! Oh. I wasn't thinking about that. I didn't know this was here. Alright. Cool, that's just underneath the mushroom island. Honestly, the Eldritch Blast is really nice. Is that the city? That must be the city. The sunken city. Just gravel hanging out. Huh? Spelunkery table. I was just thinking about that the other day because I have tablets that I wasn't able to do anything with. And I'm like, I need this spelunkery table, but then I looked and it couldn't be crafted. I mean, hey, I'm glad to see this area. It's kind of random that it's underneath, you know, that it's down here underwater, but I'll take it. Glad I stopped. I'm glad I looked at that and went, what the heck is that? I wonder if I should stop and look at it. That looks like this is backwards. You need to get over to that side for the entrance. I'm definitely gonna get mining fatigued. That was. Find a Typhon? Huh? I assume that's whatever this is. It's like hands? Like stone hands, like clawing out? Huh? What is... what? Huh? What's a Typhon? Blobfish. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, I have mining fatigue. I can't even mine with spells. Typhon / Ocean Monument. I feel like that's a good spot for it. Out away enough that it's, you know, safe from the Guardians. I don't think the Guardians can break it. But like, I'm not gonna immediately teleport in and then get blasted by them, I mean. I said they are shooting me. I also kind of can't tell what's shooting me and where because there's no sound. Nor can I really tell, like, when I'm taking damage other than my health going down. For example, I didn't even know this guy was here. But seriously though, look at my mana. Like, it's just, I can Eldritch Blast infinitely. Okay, there being no sound, like, it makes this creepy. I kind of like it. I kind of hate it that there's no sound, but it's kind of like, it's creepy. There being no sound down here makes it creepy. I don't think I ever made an amplify, so I can't, like, amplify my Eldritch Blast damage, unfortunately. Because amplify, I believe, required a diamond pickaxe. And it's not that I couldn't make a diamond pickaxe. I mean, that was the initial reason. I'm just saying, like, That's not like the current reason. It's more that I couldn't before, and now I can, but I have forgotten. Because I haven't really needed to make a diamond pickaxe. Elder Guardian! Ow. 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 Pain. He dead. Got him. Got him and his sponge. Now it's a matter of finding the other two. Ooh, sponge room. I mean, I know I have mining fatigue and all. But it is technically still possible. It's just a pain. Okay, yeah, that's maybe a bit more of a pain than I would like. Is this the other Elder Guardian? Yes, it is. So now I just got to figure out how to get to the middle of the monument. Ooh, pain. So one thing is that a lot of people don't realize is Guardian lasers go through armor. So it really doesn't matter what armor you have. The only thing that actually, like, truly matters is stuff like protection. You know, prot. In fact, I think it literally, like, only regular prot protects against these guys. I don't think any of the others do anything. Whee! Just gonna come back over here. Because this was deeper into the monument, so. That's a lot of Guardians. Unfortunately, there is no way to ever, like, clear the place. Like, Guardians will just always spawn here. Kind of similar to, like, a pillager outpost. The mansion, I believe you can clear out. Because I believe the mansion actually, like, spawns a certain amount of pillagers. Or illagers. Or whatever you want to call them.
Get out.
I'm gonna fix that here in a minute. Get out.
Which way do I go? This way? Yes, it is in fact this way. I see him right there. There we go. Alright, now we just have to wait for the mining fatigue to wear off. Which shouldn't take too long. What, 4 minutes? So I could like leave. And then come back here after. Through the waystone. I mean, I'm also just getting prismarine and crystals already from these guys. So, I feel like just killing more of these guys is worth it. I mean, we need 12 sea lanterns, so it's a lot. Also, I think I need silk touch on a pickaxe. Oh wait, no, I have the silkinator. That's right, I have the silkinator. So it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Prismarine crystals. There's prismarine armor, which is cool. From Immersive Armors. Mana Prism from Botania. The Sword of Laputa. Lag. Eye of Storm. I don't know what that does. Well, we're already 7 lanterns in. I think if we just keep killing these guys, we'll be able to get enough crystals just from them. And I mean, once we hit, you know, once those 4 minutes are up, minute and a half, you know, we'll be able to go and just mine any remaining lanterns. And this is probably a good thing either way, because one of the things in mine colonies is that tier 4 recipes are, you know, tier 4 like buildings usually have like prismarine involved. If you look up the mine colony site, the way that they kind of view it is tier 1 overworld, tier 2 underworld, tier 3 nether, tier 4 underwater / ocean monument, and then tier 5 is the end. And so you'll almost, so like any of the official mine colony stuff will almost always have prismarine to some degree in the like tier 4 structures. And that's like partly how they recommend, you know, you building it if you're making your own like packs, which is partly why they have that on their site, so they can be like, yeah, these are what we recommend. These are the tiers and what we recommend, you know, for balanced gameplay. But of course, they're also not responsible for anybody making completely unbalanced packs. So, but if anybody asks, that is their official statement. Hey, mining fatigue is gone. Which means I can stop right here. Mine out those blocks. And then mine out the 2x2 blocks of gold. That are right there. Let me go ahead and grab our Silkinator. Yeah, I'll put the axe away so I don't need it. I should get a... Oh, I do. I have efficiency 5. Okay. It's like, I should get efficiency 5 on this thing, but no. I don't know if it's Silk Touch that makes it slower. Or if it's just slower because, like, maybe the Mana Steel pickaxe is just faster. Like, I don't know. Or, you know, maybe it's just that sea lanterns are hard to break, since I'm only using it on the sea lanterns. Now we just need to refine the sponge room. So we can grab ourselves some sponge. It may not be sponge that lives in a pineapple under the sea, but it's still good sponge. That said, I do find it kind of funny that, you know, sponge refers to two different things. There's the living creature that is sponge, and then there are sponges, which are completely different. But yeah, we call them both sponge. Like, how did that happen, I wonder? Like, how did we come to call a creature the same name as, like, a cleaning utensil? Thorns? I hate their thorns. That's the thing that's, like, getting me the most. Is like, even with the spells, I'm still getting hit by the thorns. There's the hoe. I was like, where'd my hoe go? Ah, so much nicer. 34 wet sponge. Alright. Yeah, we can get the frick out of here now. Pop, pop, pop. Because we've got more than enough sea lanterns for now. We'll see what comes of it later. And we have all of the Eldritch Guardians down. So, Eldritch? Not Eldritch. underwater, ocean guardian, whatever. Whatever they're freaking called. Typhon. I'm going, where did the Typhon go? It doesn't automatically add waypoints to the map. When you use a waystone. Yet another thing that I dislike about Zeros. The journey map has. When you right click a waystone, it auto adds that marker to your map. Seven towers provided 50% tax boost. Interesting. It is weird that you can't, like, set like your taxes yourself. And I don't know that that the mod creator actually added enough stuff into SDM to be worth the hunt. Tie me to the mast. Yay, an uncommon hat. And a common hat. Woo! So fun. A shroom cap. Hey, cool. So I can, like, be Toad. Except that I can't because I have this hat on. Have this off? I have it off. I am Toad. You know, if these could go into the cosmetic armor slot, like, I'd wear the hats.
Can I get your help for a minute here?
But
To
I
hold the
can't
box, I can screw it back in.
can't freaking do that. So, villager hat. I don't need the night goggles here, so let's just hold on to the night vision goggles. Oh, everybody needs shields.
Well, maybe I can use it myself.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 shields.
That's actually
Also, apologies if you hear a really loud noise right now.
do everything else in. Move.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 shields. Cool.
Ooh, it's cold up here.
Yeah, leaves a big hole there at the bottom, but
That's not as what it like as before, though.
not as bad as it was before.
There. Shields have been added. I forgot that I made it so that knights can use shields now.
Weather stripping or something. That thing came in handy.
Oh, source berries are full. Got it.
It went shooting
Down
Gold
here.
Yeah.
upgrade.
I can find another.
Basic to copper. Basic to iron.
It's all
Basic to gold.
Yeah. This. Oh.
24,000 source berries. Like, is there a use for the source berries?
Don't need the construction.
Source berry rolls. Those are actually easier to make. Guess they're compostable. And they make mana regen potions. And they are used for enchanting. You can get mana regen and mana boost. Which I don't have either.
Figure out what
Yet.
I can do
Well, no, I have
with
mana
that.
regen. I don't have mana boost yet.
There's a bunch of scrap on the TV tray there from when I was cutting. Find the biggest piece that's over there and bring it to me.
this is the big
Yeah, bring it. That's the one I want.
Ow. If I had known that it was that easy to make thread of
See
warding.
if maybe I can cut something big enough to just put across like this or something. To have it actually be below this. Just basically blocking that.
Blank parchment, mage bloom block.
Tape it in place for now and
Runic
then open
chalk.
the door and see how
Well,
it
no,
works.
no, because I am gonna have this below that. So when you open, this is gonna stay right here. And this piece will swing above here.
Okay.
You follow me?
Gotta think of how to get all
I
that
need
stone.
a pencil or something so I can get the height of this hole.
Make a marker.
I mean, I need
I can buy
thousands.
markers awful wide. I don't know how readable it's gonna be because I'm gonna have a line that wide.
Well,
Gotta
Yay.
be accurate.
oh, hang on. Let me get something.
Now then. See, the wording probably would have helped, unfortunately. But oh well. Diamond pickaxe. You know, I did make a diamond pickaxe. I mean, it's the Silkinator, but freaking, I did make a diamond pickaxe before. I'm just kind of realizing. Amplify. And of course, then it's going to error, but
Give me measurement.
if we hit resume a couple of times, it'll work.
Do some cutting.
I can amplify harm by a couple levels. Then add some item pickup. And equally, my mining spell, I can amplify by a couple levels and then get item pickup. So yay! So now my Eldritch Blast does even more damage.
Don't you start running. I don't need to be fighting you while I'm doing this.
I paused it.
Oh, you know, also, let me amplify light. Not that that does much. It just takes it from torch to glowstone level. So it's, you know, an extra 1 block. But still. Probably the easiest way to get all of the stone that I need is just going to be to go quarry.
It does stick a little in that one corner, but it's not bad.
Well, open it, let me see.
There's cobbled stones,
Right
but
at the
not
bottom
cobble.
where it rubs against
Well,
the
keep going because the floor is even higher further on. Now it's good. I could see light under it the whole time.
yeah.
We go any higher, then it's not gonna.
Earth dust.
Really makes a difference.
Yeah, it makes a difference.
I mean, it's always bulk blasting, but like that's a stack at a time over a while. Let's go down to our quarry.
To be doing.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think I have anything.
And we'll just go get a couple
I got
thousand
a
blocks.
box cutter.
I got a
Also, I've never mined underneath this area.
Okay.
Where's the mine? Oh, over there. Yep, I see it. I went slightly too far. Hey, look, it's our quarry.
So that sounds good.
I mean, this is limestone, unfortunately, but if I dig this way, maybe there will be less. Nom 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 nom. Firstberry pie. Zinc and coal. We do it the way the ancient Egyptians did. Well, the ancient Egyptians used a lot of like limestone, from what I understand.
Danica, what are you doing?
I'm purposefully avoiding the limestone. $1,542 blocks. Like I said, this is just a lot easier than freaking
Going through?
using the
Slowly,
thing.
if I can get it down enough, I can then break it rather than having to cut all the way through it. I gotta get about halfway through before I can break it.
That said, I watched an interesting video the other day from IBX Toycat. Apparently in Bedrock, the Wither has like a separate like phase. And it will just demolish like entire areas. Whoops. That was cobblestone. That is not what I need at all. But like, you know, don't have mods on Bedrock version. And so there's no vein mine.
Have you got that box cutter? Let me try it. This works better, but
But you can like during the other phase, you can just kind of like run around and the Wither will just break like every block for you. And so he was utilizing that to like clear a bunch of stuff, like a big area. I was like, that's really, like, that's ingenious. That's something I wouldn't have even like thought of, partially because I assume that it only does that if you don't have mob griefing off.
Got this one.
So like I wouldn't have even known.
Probably really sharp.
okay. Yeah, 'cause that.
Glasses on, I can't.
Well, put your glasses on.
Boy, that looks like it's doing something.
Well, I've got a groove there and it's just running in the groove.
But yeah, I mean, it's certainly one way to mine out a large area. I mean, granted, it's no Avaricia. But then neither is Avaricia. I don't think Avaricia's been updated in a while. I could be wrong. Lots and lots of stone. I'm wondering if there was any stone left over that I didn't pick up. There was plenty, actually. Oh, well, okay. Not plenty, but there was. And hey, it reveals all kinds of other ores doing this.
Okay.
So,
See if this works.
whoops, that was not what I meant to do. Such devastation!
Over yet.
Once again, I did not mean to freaking pickaxe. Silk touch.
It must have fallen out of my thing. I can't find it.
What?
The box cutter.
Alright, well, that's plenty of stone. I don't know why I'm grabbing the salt.
I'm gonna go start some laundry.
Okay, shoot. I want to put the pants I'm wearing in.
Whoops. Alright, there's Crimsonite over there. Well, in that case,
Anything else I want to throw in?
mind if I create a 2x3, a 3x3 here? Ooh, that's a hole. I see limestone too. Not that we need it, but I'm just saying, I see limestone. Light. Shapeless. Ooh. Cool. I'm happy to see Crimsite. I think that was the one that we were missing, wasn't it? Crimsite? I think we had everything else. I mean, not that we're using any of this for anything. Because, you know, it's all freaking mine colonies. Think I picked up the Crimsite with that. That's the neat thing about Eldritch Blast, is that it is an item pickup spell as well as damage. And that it doesn't need to deal damage in order to pick up. Oh yeah, lots of Crimsite. Now all of this is going into the chests at the moment. Instead of into the storage system. Or the drawers rather. So, you know, there's that. Now, the nice thing is that there's all this limestone. And so, like, even if I mine out all the Crimsite, I'm not mining out the limestone. So, there's still, like, stairs, essentially. Alright. And everything's pretty well lit up. And I seem to have mined just about this entire layer's worth. Which is nice. Not all, but just about all. This is the perfect chance for my mining spell. Whoops. I missed. This is why having a mining spell is nice. That's just a whole nother layer right there. I think technically this is all part of the other layer too. Yeah, see, that's all part of the lower layer. Alright. Well, I'm happy with that. I think I will mine up this iron and this silver. And then we'll make our way back. Oops, I went the wrong way. Which way is the right way? This way. Over here. This is the right way. Right here. I'm making the stairs visible. That's more or less what I was looking for there, was the stairs. I was like, wait, where are my stairs again? So if I make the stairs visible, then I won't have that confusion next time. Maybe. I mean, it's only a small section of the stairs that are visible, you know? But if I replace this section with cobblestone, now the whole thing stands out more. Okay. Super useful. I need so many resources. Nope, I had crimsite. Darn. It's the viridiumite. Or viridium, or whatever it's called. The green one. That's the one I'm missing. So, rip. A whole whopping 8 extra crimsite. Oh, I can't put a void upgrade in that because it's only got 1 stack. Copper to gold upgrade. Get that iron upgrade and then that gold upgrade. Because that lets me put the void upgrade in. And then I can throw the rest of the crimsite in because we're at 3,000 of that and I really don't care. Stone. bricks. 1,506. How many do we need? 1,475. So there's that. Now that's just a stone brick. It doesn't account for anything else. Such as we need stone brick stairs. About 285 of them. So about 4.5 stacks. And then we need stone brick walls. Much less though for this one. We only need about 46 of those. And that brings us to 27 chiseled stone brick. Obviously, I'm just making additional resources than is necessary. What are the items that they directly need at the moment? A lot of things. Okay. Also, I have more people at the courier's hut. Hate everything. Only show important requests. So we need the paper, the coarse dirt, the green wool, the oak log. How much coarse dirt did we need altogether? $16. The green wool. I have 6 green wool. So I need some more green wool. Excuse me. What I need to do also is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Any pen that doesn't currently have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 6. I think they're all at 6 now. I think they are, in fact, all at 6 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Cool. I don't want to lag, you know, too bad. So, we maybe don't have too many sheep. You know? could not reach that sheep. Because the other sheep was blocking the way. What if I can AoE shear? Only at 16 wool. There we go. That gets me all 19. I don't know what AoE costs to make, though. I have to, you know, throw it into the thing and find out. It would probably be nice if I could AoE shear. Because it is kind of a pain. Let's see. AoE. It's a fireworks star. I can never remember how to make that. And there's nothing, like you can't look it up through JEI because of the, like, the like each fireworks star is made differently. That's not it. Minecraft firework star.
I think what I was trying is not gonna work. When you think about it a little bit more.
Oh, just gunpowder and dye. It's not the magma cream. Got it. I do wish that it would at least show that. Like, I get that there's a near infinite amount of freaking firework star recipes.
Wouldn't do a bit of good. What I'm gonna need to do is
Fight to the limit. So no,
get
you
in
can't
there and
cut.
get a better measurement on
AoE.
exactly what that, the size of that is. And okay. Figure out how to
That's
fit
unfortunate. But I believe
that. Get in there
no,
and
we
get
can't even do
that
harm
size
as an
of
AoE.
and
It fits in there a little awkward.
That's unfortunate.
That'll work.
Crush. What does crush do? Crush flowers and bonus die.
what I'm gonna have to
Establish
do is
entities
come
that are
up
swimming.
with some kind of a block of wood that can fit down in that corner. I could cut a piece, but once I got this down in place, I realized I'm not gonna have anything to screw it into. So I'm gonna have to get down there and figure out the measurements and come up with a block of wood or foam or something that I can stick in there.
So, Michael, you have an appointment on the 17th? Haven't looked thoroughly.
Yeah.
Can you bring me the waste basket?
Need 3 poppies. We need dark oak doors. We need a lantern. We need sea lantern. Wasn't it 12? 12. We need Rex. I do not have my thing in my inventory, which is good. Ah! I'm out of iron. To get those iron nugs. We need 15 dandelions. I did grab the coarse dirt already. Ha! I made a typo. I typed Oaks Lab. Instead of Oak Slab. Apparently I need to go to Professor Oak's lab. That's funny. I didn't grab black wool. Oh, I have enough.
Yeah. It still made a difference.
Yeah.
Have enough, so that's fine.
They're here.
Got the green wool, right? Or did I just shear a bunch of sheep? I did not send them the green wool. Unless I did. Which is very possible. But I don't think they would have used it yet. Good enough. Let's see. We need 53 gravel. We need 19 oak slabs. We need dark oak logs. We need a single oak plank. Seems odd, but okay. Need some white wool. Need oak ladders. Which I'll just make a full stack since the miner uses those too. We need some rails. We need some cracked stone brick, which I guess I could just use the chisel on. That would be the easiest method. Iron bars, iron trapdoors. Okay. Do I still have any? Yeah, paper blocks still. And dark oak. Oh. This thing. And I need framed. And then we need... okay, all of that's done. Including that. We need light blue glass. Light blue glass panes. We need the colony flag. About 2 of those. We need oak trap doors. 2 of those. 6 of those. Just gonna send all of them. It'll be fine. We need oak logs. Just send them a stack. We need oak fences, which we'll just send them a stack. Or nearly. Iron bars. And then finally, grass blocks. $56, according to this. Okay. I believe that's everything. Got 116 iron bars. Okay. They needed 99. So that should be everything they need. Raven still wants more durum wheat, which I can't help with. Harvey needs some stuffed pitas. So let's just go ahead and buy a stack of that. I like that the freaking... it's 2 seared melters. But they're at different prices. Okay. Sure. Oh wow, he was actually completely out of the stuffed pitas. I mean, if he's completely out of them, then we'll buy some more. Sir, you're in the way. So, mushroom pizza, stuffed pitas, dumplings, and golden carrots are what are on the menu.
Is there a problem?
So, very nice, very nice. Keep up the good work there, Harvey. At some point, I will improve your structure. I really should. There is stuff that unlocks once he's like level 3. So, I was gonna say, I don't think anything's been started yet. Not yet. Just gonna fill that in for him. Hopefully before he gets over here. And, you know, fills it in on me. Doop, 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 doop. Behold as he work. Bridger is doing a fantastic job. Behold he work. Think this is gravel. That's one of the things that they do, is they put down the gravel as one of the last things. Just like how they put down like torches and stuff like that last. That way it doesn't break anything, you know? Because that's the last thing you want, is freaking gravel. You know, like they put down gravel and then it breaks. It falls or something, and then it doesn't realize, and then there's gigantic holes. Like, let's be honest, mine colonies is like a wonder of freaking programming. Like, the very fact that they're able to make the NPCs able to do this is just so cool. It's got its bugs on occasion, like Bridger placing blocks over there, thinking he's placing them over there. But it works. I just think it's absolutely impressive, and I love that it's even a thing that's possible. There are no bees in the location that will move into this nest. Huh. What happened to the green carpenter bee? That's the whole reason I left it there, was because there was a green carpenter bee. That's a yellow carpenter bee. Yellow carpenter bee. It can breed a lumber bee if it's mixed with a green one. I don't see anything about what it produces. It just flowers on regular flowers. Maybe it doesn't produce anything? It can breed into a lumber bee, which then can produce wood. So that's neat, with the advanced beehive. Yeah, maybe the carpenter bees are just you know, stuff. I thought they didn't place the water down until later. That's so weird. He doesn't do it though. He placed the water down. He done did it. It's okay. The water didn't flow past the construction tape, so yeah, I didn't break the farm or anything. Ah, they don't have enough durum wheat yet. To your left, opposite you, nearest you, to your right. Got it. Yeah, they're still missing. I was like, weird that that line hasn't been done, but yeah, the whole thing is that way. None of it's been done. I see that. That's alright. It'll get done. They'll plant enough durum wheat eventually. So eventually there'll be a rail right here that goes this entire way. Just whoop and then whoop. And that's how it'll be, is there'll then be a rail here that goes to this spot, and then I think it goes out this way and then around this way, and it'll go along here, and then they'll go around here. And then you can already see it starting to form here. And then once it reaches the guard tower, then they'll go around that. And they'll just keep going. You know? I mean, I don't have any real structures over there, so. That's also how it's going to be here. This is all going to be the rail. It'll just be one circle of rails all the way around the inner fortress. So that said, having now experienced this like war and taxes thing, I'm tempted to add it and the SDM shop in. And then like convert that into like Lightman's currency. $80 dark oak stair, $30 dark oak slab, $12 dark oak plank, $8 dark oak fence, and $34 dark oak log. Figure it's about time I went and upgraded these guard towers. Oh, I see. The corner ones are different. 6 oak ladder, 1 hay bale, carved pumpkin, 80 dark oak stair, 30 dark oak slab, slightly, 32 dark oak plank, 32 dark oak fence, 67 dark oak log. Like I said, slightly. They are different. It's slight, but they are different. And of course, a million torches. Alright. So there's what? 3 and 3? I know that there's 3 corners. Because I had 4 corner guard towers. No, I think it's 3 and 2. Started working on the guard towers. I think it's 3 and 2. Either way, it's 80 stairs times 5, which is 400, or 6.5 stacks. There isn't a sawmill, right? I've looked at that. Yes. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, that worked. Dark oak slabs. I need 30 times 5, which is 150. Then dividing that by 64. 150 divided by 64. My numpad got turned off. 2 stacks. And about a little more than a half. 32 times 4, or 32 times 3 plus 24 is 120. So I need about 2 stacks of dark oak planks. 96 plus 8 plus 8 is 112. So we'll just do, again, like 2 stacks. Yeah, you know, we'll probably need more at some point anyway. Plus 34, 269. Just 4.5 stacks. So that should be all the dark oak that we need for all of that. We need 3 hay bales. I need pumpkins. So I wonder, can I grow those? Yeah. I can grow those. I'm gonna need more pumpkins as we go. And so I think that if I just, like, I don't know that I need them enough to grow them, like, constantly. I mean, I guess what I could do is just do, let me see, melons, hydromelon. Melons are another 2x, and they actually do grow the full melon, so that's interesting. I figured they'd be the melon pieces. So what if I do botany pot? 2 flower pot, 2 hopper. Freaking need more iron. I'm always in need of freaking iron, it feels like. Let's make an iron farm. I've got like 300 freaking raw iron. 500 raw iron. But it's such a pain to have to just constantly smelt. Like, why don't I just throw all of the raw iron in, and then I'll just let the automatic system pour it out. Wait. Okay. Now there's probably a block, at least a block in there by now. Yeah. There it goes. Completed guard tower. I have no idea how much iron this is going to produce. One thing's for sure, might not have enough lava like directly on me currently for all of this iron. So let's put more in here. That should be good for now. Alright. Limited oak barrel. We need a 2. We'll need the redstone torches probably. Now, I made a bunch of the redstone torches, so maybe not. Can these hold upgrades? Yes. So what we'll do is we'll just straight up put a void upgrade in both. I need ender pearls. Cleric. Void upgrade. And so what we'll do is we'll just put void upgrades into both of those. Let's get our pumpkins. Let's get our melons. Also, that's exactly enough to make into full melons, so let's do that. Then get our botany pots. I need more terracotta. Botany pots. You know what? We have blue terracotta. So let's just do that. Blue hopper botany pot. Nope, that is concrete. Blue botany pots. There. So it won't be the same as every other botany pot. But if it means that all botany pots going forward will be that, then it's fine.
I missed it. You get to see how much weight.
Oh, dirt. I need 2 dirt. Pumpkin, melon. Also, link to controller. Alright, so now we have pumpkins and melons growing. So that is nice. That said, none of these have the void upgrades in them, and I'm wondering if I should consider doing that for all of these. I mean, yes, they can hold 6,000 for some of these. Well, this one does. But it's still the idea that eventually these are going to max out. And once that happens, once I try to pull some of the resource out, it's going to be like, nope, now you can't put it back in. This is already what happens with the rice, because I have to convert it out of the pinnacle into the freaking regular. You have a weird, like I think it's because it's 21 onions, but the onions always end up with like such a weird amount. They have to like trade them. Because usually most of the stuff is just like 4 stack, you know? But I have to trade them like weird amounts of the rice because it's so much. I guess the cabbage is the same way because he only took 3 stacks of that. So, I mean, hey, once I do all 4 of those, I have what, a stack and some extra of emeralds, you know? Let me grab some flint. This is the guy I was thinking of, by the way, in that last episode where I was like, there was something I was going to trade. It was that guy. So, relic. Got 48 of these. Now I will try. Because I think what it's doing is it's trading 16 times. So, but 16 times ends up being like weird in some cases because of numbers. And I could trade them all over again if I wanted and get even more. And a regen, looting. Yeah, I need to get mana boost. I think I do need... Nope. Don't need glass panes. I need iron, but I don't need glass panes. So then let's make a lectern. And let's look for fire prot, actually. I will happily take that. I mean, I guess I do have the obsidian skull thing that makes me immune to fire for a moment after I take fire damage. But fire pot is just nice to have either way. Whoops, other way around. Fire pot 4. Let's see, how's our iron doing? 7 ingots, okay. So let's help the system out by pouring out 7 ingots. Now we don't have to worry about there being a thing over there that's not full. And we've already got 35 blocks that were poured out from it. So that's nice. Put all that iron away. That should let me make another trader. And I think I have a villager. Yeah. So I had a villager accidentally in the thing. Looting. Quick charge. I mean, I'm really not that worried about the costs since we have this stuff. Aqua Affinity would have been good. We have projectile. It's blast that we don't have. Reactive projectile 3. Mana regen. Spell power from primal magic. Lava waxed. Huh? Doesn't say. Frostbite 5. Spite 5. Respiration, Impaling, Curse of Bones. Aqua Affinity. Collectorang. Assume that only works on stuff that, you know, on like boomerang stuff. I don't need to worry about the soulbound. Soulbound just means that it keeps your inventory, or at least keeps that item in your inventory. And since we play with keep inventory, whoops, hopefully that wasn't what I was wanting. Bludgeoning. Pot 4. Magic Siphon. Keep accidentally clicking one too many times. Hopefully they weren't anything I was after. Blast pot. Whoops. Ah! When you click like 4 times in a row and it doesn't change, sometimes you don't immediately notice when you know, it goes to something else and it's like, oh, look. There's a freaking thing there, you know? Knockback. Plaguebringer. Plus, like, I'm mostly looking here, so when something pops up here, half the time I'm just not seeing it. Sanctified 8. It goes up to Sanctified 10, so... Oh my gosh. This is why I like the cycle trades button. I definitely don't need Depth Strider. I've had that. Depth Strider 3 plus Thread of the Depths. Oh my gosh. This goes up to Plaguebringer 10. Of course, we're assuming that, you know, Plaguebringer can appear at the high amounts, which it can. So, you know, there's that. I don't know if it's good. I don't know if Plaguebringer is actually worth putting on here, but I mean, I got it, so I might as well try. So, another thing I want to do is Ars Ring. I want to make a Ring of Potential. And I need 4 diamonds, 2 source, and 2 Eyes of Ender. Source gems, not Eyes of Ender, but Ender Pearls. You know, because I don't already have my spells costing basically nothing. Lesser discount. And then greater discount. 4 diamonds, 2 source, and blaze. 1, 2, 3, 4. Source gems. 1, 2. And blaze rods. Excuse me, 1, 2. Sorry. That's what happens when you drink freaking sodas constantly. Like I do. I drink sodas perhaps way too much. Yay! Ring of greater discount. Plus 10 max mana, plus 1 mana regen, and reduces the cost of all spells by 20. That's just insane. Like, that I have too much. It's getting to the point where I just have too much. Also, yeah, there's the Enchanter's Shields as well. Focus of block shaping. Also, I was gonna say there's something about these spell focuses, but I don't know what exactly those do. Never actually used the spell focuses, if I could be completely honest. Just like I've never used like the spell prisms or the void prisms. Or really even the like spell turrets or anything like that. Containment jar, OP. Oh yeah, the false weave, the mirror weave, and the ghost weave. These are all really cool blocks. I think the sky weave. These are really cool, the sky weave blocks. Need the mage bloom blocks to make them. Let me show you what these things can do. Sky weave. Because these things are kind of ridiculous. Make 16. So these skyweave blocks, you know, they look like just these little purple blocks, right? Actually don't know what would happen if I were to put it here. Okay. Just that, basically. So when you look through it, you can see the sky. That includes, you know, because the sky is also below us in Minecraft. And so I can then look underneath, you know, I can look down into the sky below. Oh, somebody's sick. Like, look at this. It also just emits, like, sky level light, which is really cool. I think it's sky level light. But yeah, here you go. Now that it's night, you can really see what's cool about it. I love... these are such cool blocks, man. So I could, like, come over here to my... my blood magic. And now I can see the sky, even though I'm underground. I just think this is so cool. Like, look at this. I can even see the moon. I can see the sun. I just think they're really cool. I don't actually know how many more of these I need. to make a 25 by 20 or a 5 by 5. I need one more. You know, I can see the sky down below too. This is where it's extra trippy. Where you can see the sky down below. Just because of how Minecraft works. I had to make 8 just so that I could put 1 down. I don't know, man. It's so cool. You just make it so that you can see the sky. And, you know, we only get a small slice here, but, like, there it is. You know, the sun, it goes around. And so, you know, during the night, you can see the sun below you. I just think they're really cool. They're such a weird, they're such a neat block. They work best if you put them underneath something. But then you have a block that's like solid above. That way you can't see straight down. Unless you like being able to look straight down like this. But it's just a fun way, like when you're underground, you can then look up and still be able to see the sky, you know? And the others have other things that they can do. I don't remember the exact specifics. But they are pretty cool. With a reactive, have a chance to cast spells when swung. Spell on the spell parchment determines the spell that will be inscribed on the item. Huh. Reactive levels can only be applied to an item with the previous level. Reactive 2 requires reactive 1, etc. So, if you were to get a book of reactive, it probably wouldn't have any spells on it then. I always wondered what reactive was. I didn't realize it was this. That's cool. Runic chalk, ring of lesser discount, greater discount, jumping. I don't need jumping though. Jar of light. Summons a light that will follow the user as they move. Can be summoned and dismissed at any time. Ooh. Jar that can destroy items on pickup and grant a small amount of mana in return. Turn the jar on and off. Use the jar while sneaking. Add or remove an item to be destroyed. Use the jar with an item in the offhand. An item on the scribe's table with the jar placed on it. Jar must be in your hotbar to function. Chandra's Mirror applies a self-spell to the user. Spells cast with this mirror are discounted and gain additional bonuses. Bonus duration to all glyphs. Apply a spell to the scribe table that does not contain a form such as heal, amplify. AKA, you can't use it to actually cast heal. Illusion blocks. Mirrorweave can replicate the appearance of any block that's used on. These blocks will take on the same collisions and light as the replicated block. Since magic will reveal the illusion, all illusion blocks can also be used as frames for portals. Casting light on an illusion block will allow it to emit light. False Weave has the same properties as Mirrorweave, but can be passed through as if it were air. Sense magic will cause the block to become invisible, revealing any hidden paths. Ghost Weave has the same properties as Mirrorweave, but can be turned into an invisible wall by casting invisibility on it. Casting Dispel will reveal the block again. Skyweave will display the skybox of the dimension it is placed in. Toggle the skybox and show the facade, cast a spell on it. Facade may be set to another block, like Mirrorweave. Cool. Yeah, I think Skyweave blocks are really cool. Although, it sounds like you could also do, like, False Weave. Right? Yeah, pass through as if they were air. You could use False Weave as, like, a secret door. Can be turned into an invisible wall by casting invisibility on it. Cool. But yeah, I just think it's cool. I just think the Skyweave is really cool. Speaking of Dispel, I am gonna need that at some point. Here's the heal spell. There's invisibility. Deals damage targets in the air with an increasing amount based on how high the target is. Targets on the ground, though, take no damage. Is Dispel low level? Am I looking at too high a level stuff? Oh yeah, there it is, Dispel. It was the yes, it was the Abjuration. And I needed 3 buckets of milk, did it say? Yes. Yay, look! Guard towers! Dispel actually probably would have been nice to have, because I think I could have done a self-dispel, and it would have removed the mining fatigue. Oh well. Just keep telling it to resume until it makes the glyph for me. Projectile. Dispel. Dispel magic. Cool. Whoop. And that gets rid of all of it, like that. I assume it does it on both sides? Yes, it does. That's cool. So, it only works on, you know, it works on both sides. You can't make it just change one side, which I was kind of hoping. But it's fine. I do need to think about these drigmees, though, now that I have the fish. Wheat, apple, carrot, seed, and source. Wheat, apple, carrot, seed, source gems. Was that it? Potato, maybe? Nope, that was it. Fish. I knew there was something I was missing. Oh well, whatever. Carrot. Wheat. Seed. Fish. And then 1, 2, 3 gem. Apple. I knew I was missing something. I'm going, that was only 7 items. And doop doop doop. Drigme charm. Or token or whatever. Yeah, token. Or charm. Token is the original form. Charm is the one I'm grabbing. So we need a couple of mossy cobblestone, and we need limited oak barrels of 4, and let's upgrade those to gold. Although I'm now wondering what I'm going to use the extra charm on. I've made 2 charms, but I only have 1 thing that I plan on using it on. At least I currently have. The trick is going to be getting source all the way out here. Because these Drigme won't do anything without source. And pop. There he is. It's the Drigme. But he has no source. So it's like, oh, dang. Can't do anything. I don't have any source. Maybe he can with source. You just need more. I don't know. I don't fully understand. I do remember having to bring source out to the Drigme, but he seems to be running without it. Drigme. Drigmes are often found following and tending to animals around it. Can be found anywhere, though somewhat rarely. Drigmes given a home in the world and will produce nearby items from nearby monsters and animals if they were slain without harming them. Do they not need source? Some of the Drigme use the charm on mossy cobblestone. Cobblestone will transform into the hedge. Casting disarm or killing them will do the thing. Drigme considers its home to be 10 blocks in every direction. be increased for each entity nearby, with a bonus for each unique type. Nearby containment jars will also count as entities. Progress has been reached. The henge will generate items and experience gems, pilot them into adjacent chests. Each time this occurs, the henge will require a source to recharge. Number of drops and experience gems is equal to Drigme happiness and experience value of the entities. Get started, place a chest and a jar of source next to the hedge. Okay. Got it. So it needs source whenever it runs out. So let's get a source jar. And we've got 5 of these source relays. So I can probably just use those. I say probably because I'm not entirely sure I know the range on source relays. That's enchanting. Source relay. Relay and the target you wish to send source to relays may only reach up to 30 blocks away. Oh, that's massive. Like, that's way more than I thought. Like, 30 is a lot. So I've got the source, the splitter here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ten is 769 by 138. Which, if I remember right, I made this the size of this. Yeah. 1069 by 130. So this block, this is 10. And that's where the warehouse is. So I think I can put one of these just outside the warehouse. Because this is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay. 138. So right there should be more than fine. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay. So I want to put this just outside of the hospital. I assume diagonals count as extra. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Yeah, 30. 30, it gets to the wall here. So I'll put it here, and we'll see if that's far enough. And that probably reaches to the jar just fine. I forget. Do I click and then select the previous, or do I do it the other way around? I think I click from there and do that. Nope, that sends. Okay. The relay was set to send. The splitter, however, was not. Okay, send to that location. Send to that location. Send to this location. And then send to that location. Ta-da! And now none of them are in any of the buildings. I don't think. Actually, this one might be. This is part of the building, isn't it? So I need to put it here, not there. That's fine. Should be able to just put it a couple blocks further. And then I can do the same thing here. Whoopsies. I assume that if it's too far away, it tells me. Now I have to go back down to the splitter because I accidentally disconnected that one. Nope. Unless maybe it didn't. Maybe it just disconnected the send. Really set to send to there. Okay. Yep. Okay, that's just outside the warehouse. And this is just outside of here. And I know that this, I think, was the last block. And then this is in a completely different chunk. And over there. Cool. Speaking of chunks that need to be claimed. There we go. There is our full current thing. We'll claim these ones too. Chunk already claimed, but it wasn't. Oh yeah, we'll claim those too. Cool. I like it. I guess I could just, for now, place the other Drigme charm. Sure wish the Drigmes wouldn't climb into the pen. But yeah, that'll make it run a little faster. Just for now. I definitely won't need it to run that fast. But it'll run this fast for now. Because this now will get us both leather and experience gems. Very cool. Boop, lock it. Can't link it, but I can lock it. so I'll just have to come up here every once in a while and double check this thing to see, you know, how much leather and experience gems we have. But yeah, cows. Now I have them producing constantly. I could do the same for the chickens, I suppose. I could like turn this one into a splitter. And since the chickens are over here. But I don't really need that, if I'm to be completely honest. Like, I haven't done anything with the chickens in forever. And I still have those like 500 and some odd eggs. In fact, I do have those 500 and some odd eggs. So I'm going to put them to use. RIP, my chickens. Not like I don't already have tons of eggs to begin with. Oh, the eggs don't restock. Heck, just these eggs may be enough to repopulate the whole chicken species. But yeah, like I said, I still have those 500 over there. From when I had the freaking Hopper Hawk running. Obviously, I'm not going to use the cockatrice egg. I don't know what percentage chance the cockatrice egg has of actually spawning a cockatrice. I'd really rather not do that. If only the other animals were this easy to repopulate. Alrighty. I think we have just as many eggs back as we had before, so... Oh, somebody's sick. James A. Mello. I think all of the guard towers have been upgraded now. I think all the builders are done. So, that's good. I do like how it goes from the cobblestone wall to like this, you know, half-built wall, and then it jumps up into the stone brick wall. I think that's pretty cool. So you can always see like which level you're at based off just the wall, pretty much. Oh, this one's actually still being built. Speaking of being built, do we need anything? No. No, we do not. coins. How about over here? Are we done building this? Yes, we are. So I can tear down my makeshift just for protection wall. Wow, up to here, anyway. Well maybe, because the rails haven't been placed down. Oh, no, no, no. It's nowhere near done. I see that. No, no, no. It's not. Nope. Nowhere near done. Yeah, there's still much more being added. Because I put the cobblestone wall on the construction tape, I wasn't able to see it. But that's fine, because this is more than enough to block off that side. So now I've got this cobblestone wall, and I'll do it there. And yeah, I mean, it's looking pretty good. You know, fountain's coming along. The water here is a little broken, but I'm sure that'll get fixed at some point. Well, I think it's just broken along where the glass is. So that's interesting. It's looking good, though. I mean, Bridger really putting in the work here. It's not where he's building. It's the building over, so. I saw that little yellow mark, I was like, nope. It's dark in here, and I don't like that. I do not want dark anywhere. But otherwise, it's looking good. Once, you know, he gets done, you know, he gets to like where the torches are and everything, then things will go a lot better. So, which is fine. Raven C. Clopton. That said, I think this would be a good point. I'm thinking. I mean, I think I want to keep the farms next to each other. So if I put down a field here. Like if I put down one of those like big fields. Like this one. Nope, not that one. This one. The big field. Oh, this is only a chunk in size, not chunk and a half. I see that. I need to bring that all the way over here. Coolies, coolies. Guard tower has been finished. go ahead and extend our guard rail. Out a bit. Four stone brick slabs, a poppy, an oxeye daisy, chiseled stone brick, lanterns, 132 stone brick stair, 19 mossy stone brick stair, 2 racks, a dandelion, 5 flower pots, a cactus, oh dear, dark oak log, string, field, oak ladder, mossy stone brick, rail, vines. I think I have vine growth off. Stone brick wall, spruce slab. 424 more stone brick. 4 oak trapdoor, 3 oak fence, 1 compost barrel, and 28 iron bars. And there we go. That gets rid of all the trees. Cool. And now that we have that bit of the wall made, I can get rid of all of this wall, because it won't be needed. So I will keep this one block that way. No wait, I don't need that, because I have the wall going over here. Cool. And then I think once this is built, I'll need like a corner to bring it back in over there, or just in, you know, the chunk in between, maybe even. And then that'll be that. Like I'll put the Mystic Site, you know, over there. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm gonna need a full corner, something that's a full corner, or a full chunk. Because since this is a chunk and a half, and then this is a chunk for this field, then I'm going to need something that's another chunk and a half over here, which there are. So like that's not a big deal. And then I'll probably, okay, I think the Mystic Site is, let's find out. Is the Mystic Site one chunk? It is. Yes, okay. Maybe? Keep rotating it and not rotating it enough. Yeah. It is indeed one chunk. So then I'll need something that's half a chunk to go right here. Because if I do something that's a chunk and a half, it'll come to here, in which then I'll need something to fit here. Something to think about. "32 cobble and 40 dark oak fence." Boy, that one's really easy. This is fun. I like this particular style. I don't think I'll do it next time, because I've already done it this time. But I'm enjoying figuring out this style outside of creative, because like I've only ever used it in creative. Well, let's get the Mystic Site prep first. Which, I mean, it's literally just that. Done. That's weird. Might change that just because. So, stone brick. So we're back to the stone brick. How many chisels did we need? 4. Okay. Because we've got 9. Stone brick slabs. We need poppy, oxeye, daisy, lanterns, stone brick stairs, $132. That's 129. 933, 132. And then we need 19 mossy brick stair. Got 3 here, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And I should be able to chisel these into the mossy stone bricks, which I can then take over here and make the brick stair. I need 2 racks. I need a dandelion, flower pots, 2, 3, 4. I need more bricks. No real easy way in this system to get bricks. So we'll just go make some more bricks. Not that big of a deal. Put it in with the lava here. While we're waiting on that, we do need one cactus, which I don't have a way to get yet. Dark oak logs. String? I'm not sure what they need string for. But that's interesting. Field blocks. Naturally. You're gonna need field blocks for fields. Flower pots. Makes the 5 flower pot. So then I just need the 1 cactus. So mark off everything but the cactus. I got turned around. Oak ladders. Just gonna make another stack of these because I don't know how many I need for all that other stuff that we've been making. We do need 14. Mossy bricks. Rails. We need regular vines. We need 16. Of those. Those oak trap doors. Oak fences. Compost barrel. Iron bars. And finally, after all of that, the only thing that remains is the 424 stone bricks. $431. And that should do it. They should now be able to make everything they need. I gave him a new spot to guard. Whoops. Oh wait, I forgot. We need the cactus and the vines. Whoops, I deleted the cactus on accident. Cactus and vines. All right. Well, /locate biome, desert. Negative 3,242. Which I believe was out by where the stronghold was. Structure, stronghold. No, that's only 5,000 out. Okay, that's 5,000 out, not 3,000 out. So it's over here, though. So let's go. Got a warp stone. We'll go to on the way, because that's where it is. Like, we have to go out to being on the way to begin with. Alright. Not enough mana. I may have cast a little too frequently there. Did I kill them both? No, that one's still alive. But I don't think he'll be bothering us at this point. Alright. Out to negative 3,243. Then. Off we go. As we just keep on sailing into the nothingness, into the unknown that lies ahead. I don't even know what biome we're in now. But the chunks, they do be rendering slowly. Well, there's definitely a beach. I see the acacia tree. I see acacia trees of like a savanna. That's a necromancer. Boom. Thanks for that, buddy. Oh, it didn't actually hit the necromancer. He moved away. That's another necromancer. Please don't. In case things continue to get dicey. But I think we're alright. Huh? He teleported. Oh, hi. That's a heavenly challenger up there. Okay. Don't mind me, villagers. I'm stealing your beds. Probably should have just used my sleeping bag. But my concern was mostly just not continuing to die from mobs. Elephants. We need to go to negative coordinates in the north. Is this a water? Ooh, it's a sea font. Which I haven't gotten any sea power yet. Sea font. So, I mean, I really haven't been using anything of that. And my boat's gone. It's fine. I swim fast. In fact, I didn't even think about the fact that I think I actually swim faster than my boat. So I need to go to negative 900. This looked like a house, but it's just the way the coral is. The pufferfish attacked me. Three, 2, 4, 2. Okay, so I need to go directly north from here. Lol. Sorry, bud. Mind if I take that? Sun font. Sun font. I do actually have to stop recording here pretty quick. So I think, I mean, the thing we came here for was cactus and all. So I think I will hit up the cactus here. Good lord, these freaking sea serpents. The frick? Desert Swimmers. Paul Atreides. Obtain a deathworm egg. Kill a deathworm. Pro tip, they love to eat TNT. Neat. I think that deathworm is running away from me. I'm okay with this. Is that a dragon nest? Dragons. Why are they everywhere that I go? Like, seriously. What is copper? Giant copper structure. Not giant, but copper structure. Is home, I guess. It's just building. Huh. Odd, but alright. Before I put down my waystone here, I just want to check that there isn't already one here. Due to the new way villages spawn, they don't always spawn with a waypoint anymore. Iron chestplate, iron legs. I mean, it's armor that I don't have to give to my... that I don't have to make. I feel like all of you are in very big danger out here. All things considered. But, this is their life, I guess. Is he stuck? Can he only swim through sand and he ended up in sandstone? Ah. Sorta. Something to that effect. There's sand's underneath. But because it's all sandstone above, he can't actually attack me. That's great. I love that. Oh, there he goes. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and set down our waystone, and next time we can consider coming back here, hitting up this desert. Sir? How have you succeeded in building this? That's hilarious to me. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. And then we'll just come back here next time. Desert Village. And we can start from here. To make so that we can get to the stronghold. So that'll be nice. Be able to just start from here on our way to the stronghold. That's a dragon. That's a dragon. That's a dragon. I knew there was going to be a dragon. I could see the freaking the dragon nest. I knew there was going to be a dragon. Let's lure it away from the village. So that I don't accidentally shoot the villagers. Or get them killed from its fire breath. Or lightning breath, actually. That was a lightning dragon. Good grief. Just the fact that I'm able to slay these dragons so seemingly so easily is just a little ridiculous in my opinion. Like, I didn't think my gear was that good. But maybe it is. Gonna go ahead and light the village up to help them out a little. And then, you know, if I'm not here, you know, there's no danger. So let's just get out of here. But, I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, feel free to subscribe. Check the playlist for any other episodes. Come on out, twitch.tv/SereneInc, where you can see these streamed live. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.